Brilliant Stars has just received its much needed reprint, but what effects is it going to have on sealed product and the top single cards in the set? And is it worth to pick it up now, or are there going to be even more reprints coming? Well, let's go and take a look. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got some good news. Now there have been reprints already coming in for Brilliant Stars, and we've had some arrive here in the UK. Now I do know there has been some arriving in the US as well, and a few other places. But here in the UK we have seen a bunch of stores stocking this, a fair amount to be honest. I've seen a lot of people selling it online. They've got emails sending out going like, we've got stock. A local game shop has got it. I also see people over on Facebook saying they've had a restock of Brilliant Stars, and the prices have dropped a fair amount, which is actually pretty interesting. So we're going to take a look at TCG Player and on eBay here in the UK to give us a better idea of what's been going on with this effects of a reprint for Brilliant Stars, and also be taking a look at some of the top end cards of the set and kind of get a feeling of where things are going to go moving forward. So without further ado, and take a look. Alright, so Brilliant Stars booster boxes over on TCG Player. Well, if we take a look at this, guys, 3 months. So over the past 3 months, it did get as high as nearly 150. Now this set is incredible. Like, if you haven't opened Brilliant Stars, you need to get on it because it's so much fun to open. And the set is stacked, right? The stuff you get here is absolutely crazy. And it needed a reprint. Now, the thing is, it's had a big first wave, and kind of the second wave came not long after. And now we've had this third wave. Some places say they've had quite a small wave. Here in the UK, it seems to be a pretty decent sized one. So we take a look at TCG Player. Like we say, $150 is kind of where it peaked. And I would say we go back a month to get a rough idea. There's been a lot of talks of the reprints. Now the reprints have started to happen, and we've now started to see the after effect of it. It's around $130 right now. Can I see it drop even more? I can. I think this is probably going to drop maybe by another $10 to $20. Maybe get as low as say like 110. I genuinely do feel like that's going to happen. And the thing is, there's going to be another reprint further down the line, because don't forget, this set came out what, 2 months ago, maybe something like that. It's got a long way. It's got a long way in its cycle. Can we see it go up, over time? Of course we do, but more reprints are going to come down the line. We definitely know that's going to happen, right? But this is a great set nonetheless. Here in the UK though, things have been pretty good in a way to pick up Brilliant Stars with the prices dropping. Let's go take a look at eBay, give us a better idea of what's been going on. Alright, so over on eBay, as you can see here guys, we've had some that have been going for around that £130 mark, okay? Now, it has been dropping. So I was back on the 23rd of May. We'll scroll to more recent sales. We see here 120, 120, 125, okay? There's another that sold for 133, 134. But then we started to see a bit more of a drop, okay? We have another 120, 120. We have a 111 here. We keep going up. We got a 113 and a 113. But starting to drop. And I've seen it on Facebook as well, Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people selling booster boxes for anywhere between that 115 to 120 mark. It was getting to the point where it was selling around that 130. It did actually get to as high as that 130, 135 in a lot of places. So now we can start picking up Brilliant Star booster boxes for around £10 to £15 less, and that is a really, really great deal. Can I see this dropping even more in the future? Yes, but I kind of feel like the price will go up once this reprint kind of subsides, okay? Once this reprint subsides, maybe it might be another 6 months down the line, maybe, who knows, when another reprint comes, and that will drop the price again. And now is a great time to pick up Brilliant Stars. I think it's really, really great. Now, what is going on with the single card prices? Now, as we know, they are incredibly high. Some of those card prices were getting ridiculously expensive, especially the top end Charizards. Let's go and take a look at the prices of the top 5 cards in the set, and we'll kind of go through what effects the reprints will have. All right, starting off with the Arceus Gold V-Star. This is like the 5th most expensive card in the set. eBay, $43. TCG Player, $42. That's not too bad. And then a PSA 10 is 109. A PSA 9 is 34. Pretty rough. So let's take a look at the graphs and see what's really been going on, okay? So as we can see from the green line, that's PSA 10. The orange line is PSA 9. And then the blue is the raw price. So the raw price is kind of, it's just been constantly dropping ever since. And it's kind of stayed around that $40 to $50 mark. But it's starting to drop a little bit over time. PSA 10 has obviously dropped quite a bit since when it first came out, and PSA 9 is kind of flatlined, although PSA 9 according to this isn't very good. So overall, I kind of feel like this is a great card. It's the fifth most expensive card in the set. It wasn't massively expensive to begin with, but as we can see here, guys, from the graph, it has constantly been dropping ever since its release date, which was bound to happen. Moving forward, I can see some of the top end cards of this set actually dropping in raw price, just because there's more product out there, more packs being opened, more copies of that card being put out in circulation into the markets. That's one thing to consider when trying to maybe sell or pick up some of these cards. But that is the Arceus Gold V-Star. Next, we have the Charizard V Full Art. Now, this card's actually been kind of climbing. $46 sold on eBay and $46 on TCG Player. PSA 10 is $205 and PSA 9 is $109. If you take a look at this, the raw price has kind of been pretty stable around that $40 to $50 mark for the longest time. Other cards in the set have been dropping, and that is the reason why this card is going up on the list of most expensive. This is holding its own, maybe because it is a Charizard, and it's quite hard to pull, to be honest. PSA 9 has been dropping, PSA 10 obviously has been dropping as well, and you're going to continue seeing these dropping. You really are. With more of these in circulation and then getting graded, the population's going to go up, and it's going to have a big impact on what's been going on regarding graded and ungraded. I kind of feel like because it is Charizard, it is going to hold quite well. It's going to continue being in the top 5 most expensive cards of the set, whilst other Pokemon might drop due to this reprint. But overall, I could see this is still a great card to pick up right now for your collection, and getting it graded as well. It seems to pay off. 109, 205. That's not too bad. It's quite a big gain if you get in a higher grade. But overall, I kind of feel like it's pretty good, and then I think in the future it will hold its raw price even with reprints coming. Next up is the Arceus VOR. I pulled this myself. Absolutely beautiful, stunning card. $60 sold on eBay, $50 on TCG Player. PSA 10, $180. PSA 9, $69. Not a huge amount. So let's take a look at the raw price here, guys. So along the bottom here, we're probably looking at this card being around, look, as you can see, like around the $60 mark, 60 to 70, and it dipped and dipped, and it's kind of been pretty stable. It actually dipped as low as 41, so that's quite crazy, and it kind of has been slowly but surely climbing, but only up to that 50. It has been dropping. PSA 9 has been quite stable. PSA 10 has been dropping, although has been quite stable now for the past few months. Now, again, this is going to be another card which I believe will again drop in value. Could it be less than the V Full Art Charizard? I think so. I think this will actually probably drop below that Charizard over time due to the reprints. Even though this is an alt art and it is Arceus and it does look amazing, I could see the Charizard overtaking this, in all honesty. Now, I would say graded is probably not worth doing right now, in all honesty. The returns are not, they're okay, but you heavily rely on that PSA 10. Raw price, it is quite cheap right now. Could I see it, going up above that $50 mark? Possibly, but I could also see it dropping below the $50 mark with this most recent reprint. It depends how massive reprint really is, just especially in the US anyway. And like I say, here in the UK, it's been pretty decent. I've seen quite a lot of places now have restocked, but how long will that last? We really don't know. Next, we have the Charizard V-Star Rainbow. This is one of the biggest cards in the set, the second most biggest card. Pulled it in a live stream. It was absolutely amazing. $131 eBay, $144 TCG Player, $414 in a PSA 10, and $186 in a 9. Okay, let's take a look at these charts. Look, I mean, yeah, the obvious one is this PSA 10 price, and that is just dropped. $2,500 would be mad, but yeah, I think at the moment it is just been constantly dropping, in all honesty, over the past few months. Take a look at the raw price though. It dropped quite low to around that low 200s, and it has just been slipping the entire time. It just kept going and going and going and going, and it's now into that 130. Look at 131. So that is crazy. This card is dropping and dropping, dropping. It's going to be the second most expensive card in the set for sure, but it has been dropping a hell of a lot. And in PSA 9's kind of stayed as it is, and PSA 10 has been dropping as well. That's what I'm saying. This card's going to drop more. Could I see it going below $100? Probably not. It might stay around the $100 mark just because it is hard to pull and it is Charizard, has that additional factor to it that will help keep its value up. But nonetheless, I do feel like this card could potentially drop to as low as $100 with this reprint. And then of course in the last slot we have the Alt Art Charizard V, my favorite card of the set, absolutely stunning. $193, $194, and then we have 489 in a 10 and 240 in a 9. We scroll further down and we take a look at the chart, guys. Okay, the raw price has actually been pretty stable. It's kind of always lingering around that 200. If we take a look here, okay, it's dipped there to that 170. Overall though, been around 200. Then it peaked to around, just over 200, and it's dropped back down again, down to that 170 and back up to 200. This card will by far be the most expensive card in the set, and it's not changing anytime soon. It will drop due to the reprint. PSA 10 though has been dropping ever since. Look at that, as low as 499 when only a few months back after release, we're probably looking around 700. It has been dropping ever since, and same with a PSA 9, which is not really much more than the raw price. Overall though, this is a great card. I would get it sent off if you do get it, but I could really predict that this card will drop in price. It won't stay around that $200 for the near future with these reprints, but of course, as with all of them, down the line it will go back up in price. So, you probably would hold off buying these right now. Just wait, crack some packs, try and pull it, maybe trade for it, but I wouldn't pay a $200 price tag for this card. I know over here in the UK though, people have been trying to sell this for around that 130, 140 mark. Has been going up a little bit. It did drop to that 120. But who knows? This is an incredible hard card to pull, and that will hold its value, and the fact that it is a Charizard. So there you have it, guys. Those are the top 5 most expensive cards from Brilliant Stars, and kind of gave us an idea of what's been going on in the market and predicting what may happen with this current reprint. Are you happy with these reprints? Let me know down in the comments, guys, whether or not this reprint is going to let you pick up some Brilliant Stars, or are you going to try and hold on them? Are you going to crack them open? Let me know down in the comments. I've actually managed to pick some more up, but they were getting a little bit too pricey for me at that 130, 135. You're kind of pushing towards like Evolving Skies prices, because that wasn't much different. In all honesty, here in the UK anyway, they weren't that much different in price. So now it's starting to drop a little bit. Like I said, I've been seeing them for around 115. Some places even 110, kind of at that level where it was when it came out, and that's great. I would like for it to stay at that level, but we know that's not going to happen. It's only going to go back up in a couple of months down the line until a next wave comes. Now this set is going to be in print for some time. Don't forget, 18 months to 2 years is a normal set cycle, so it's bound to have more reprints down the line, guys, so make sure to keep that in mind. Picking up singles though, wait a week or 2 or so after the reprint waves have been. You'll then start to see these single card prices drop over time. We'll be taking a look of Brilliant Stars down the line, maybe a month or so down the line, once these reprints have kind of gone and kind of seeing the market go back up. We will review it again further down the line. Anyway, guys, that is it from me in this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you all in the next one.